you said it's not the largest, is it?
No, it's not the largest. Believe it or not, this is the small one.
Of the two big ones.
Of the two big ones, yeah. I mean, it's significant, but it's there's more to come.
We are going to keep you all up to date, ladies and gentlemen, with all of the changes that are coming and scheduled throughout the year and the things. If you want to remind yourself to go back to youtube.com/Elite Dangerous, look in the video playlists for Frontier Expo, and you can see a reminder of what we actually talked about there. Things such as, I mean, I don't want to go into it right now because we're talking about Chapter 1.
Yeah.
But I mean, squadrons and things like that, and are these going to be subjects of
yes,
focus feedback?
Yes,
stuff like that?
Yep, it's going to be really interesting.
Alright. Not worth it.
Go grind a bit more, come on.
Not worth it.
Just like how you can actually carry more than 2 heat sinks. I mean 3 heat sinks.
I never use heat sinks as well.
Though, to be honest, I prefer lightweighting my heat sinks to high capacity in them anyway.
Like the first 2 times I explored, I used heat sinks, but I haven't since then.
When I don't have my heat sinks on me, I tend to find myself in situations where I need them.
I think I might have needed it once the entire time I've explored.
I have never needed them the entire time while exploring and going back to Colonia. And
I needed them until I got them.
Oh.
Like every time until I got them, I was overheating when refueling and everything, and then I got the heat sinks and it never happened again. Even though I didn't use them.
Okay.
It may also have to do with the fact that I got a better fuel scoop, but yeah.
Well, I think I'm going to leave Rohini and head for waypoint 10.
Yeah, I'm already
same here.
straight on the way.
Nobody's coming probably. I have to look up the name for the 10. Then?
I still have 30 jumps to go to the Rohini, so that will take me about 40 minutes.
Yeah, for me it's 60 jumps.
49 for me.
48.
And I'm off, like a herd of turtles.
Nice.
62 jumps. I'm gonna go off as well.
Well, to be fair, a herd of turtles actually travels quite quickly.
I found a NPC with the name THS. Shortest name I've ever seen.
Scanning.
I come across an NPC simply called M, like the letter M.
That's a beautiful name.
Gender neutral as well.
Exactly.
I think it's everything neutral. Just
Who needs genders when you can be called M?
exactly.
what if you mispronounce their name and it's actually Guess we'll never know. Damn, 254,000 jumps left. No way. Damn it. Wasn't there this person that like got a cutter down to a 200,000 light second jump range or something like that? I think I heard something like that. Don't know for sure though.
Reddit going crazy about long-range passenger missions.
Gathering information, cartography updated.
I just realized that I've been having my mute button clicked in for the entire time I've been here.
Nice.
I was in here chatting away, rah, rah, rah. And yeah, I've been muted. God damn it.
Good job.
I blame the Guinness.
Oh, well...
Oh, if the aim was to talk to yourself, it worked.
Gathering information, cartography updated.
You could blame it, but it doesn't get less tasty.
This is very true.
Although muted is better than neutered.
That's also very true.
That
not
might be
necessarily.
subjective. If you don't want any kids, then well.
Yes, but
I already have that covered, so you know. There's a pretty good collection of ships over in at the station.
Time to steal them all. Wait, what?
I'm one jump out of Rohini and I already found 3 terraformable water worlds.
Oh, shut
Scanning now.
Although I did just make, like, today I made 5 million credits in exploration data, and I threw away 1 million just to get allied with one faction. Which is alright, I guess. It allows me to do more passenger missions, even though I currently don't have an passenger module thing.
And when is the next time you'll be back at Rohini to pick up those passengers?
Not at all, probably. But when I want relatively easy credits, I'll just pick up passengers. I mean, they pay like 20 million per mission or something, so that's pretty nice.
They've adjusted the passenger payout today, actually.
Oh, that's sad.
I heard
The decrease? Scanning now.
they also did something to the smoothing run.
What they've done is they've disabled the part of the payout formula that calculates how far away you have to be in supercruise from the drop-off point, and how that affects the mission payout.
Whoa, so they deleted that?
Yep.
So Smith
Well,
isn't profitable at all anymore.
Absolutely not.
Yeah, so
That's
like
bad. Why would they turn that mechanism off? I mean, you put a lot of time in it. Why?
Because it was too good. So it was working as designed, but not working as intended. So they got it roughly on the nail for like up to around 70-ish K, and after that things just got silly.
Compiling data for
At least the
cartography.
light years is still calculated.
yeah, and that's what counts for most of the passenger runs for like the Colonia thing.
Yeah, VIP passenger missions won't be that affected by this.
No, but I would have loved to do the Sweden run a few times for some money. But,
I earned 1.5 billion doing speed runs.
Nice.
It was obscenely effective.
I was wanting to do Smeaton runs after I got my my federal rank up to Vice Admiral, just to get up to 1 billion credits, and then this expedition popped up, so I was like, oh, I'll do it when I get back.
Well, damn.
I guess not.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
There'll be another credit sync coming up, no doubt, when they mess something else up.
Are they doing
it's
this on
not a
purpose,
bug, it's
though?
a feature.
Oh yeah, are they actually doing this on purpose is what I want to know. They always put in some weird exploit thing where you can get hundreds of millions and billion of credit.
It's
pretty
because there are just far too many outlying cases for them to be able to take account of. And as someone who works in programming, I know for a fact that they simply do not have the resources to check every single outlying case.
Just add a whole row of if statements. Advanced AI.
Anomalies like Robigo or Quince or Smeaton.
I don't know, it just seems like they do this to engage the community. They always have something in there that's not
You're
quite
giving
right that
them
gives
far
a ton of
too much
credit.
credit.
Maybe, yeah.
maybe enrage is the right word.
Secretly, they're a salt mining corporation.
You see,
Yeah.
it's basically a case of scale, right? If you make a program
Completing
that's,
system scans.
say,
Stand by.
the size of
Gathering
Colonia,
information.
you can make a
Cartography
completely
has now been
bugless
updated.
program. It is actually possible. But a game the size of, I don't know, Battlefield, there is always going to be a bug somewhere.
No, it's always features. Everything is a feature.
Features, yes.
Yeah, and then if there's always going to be a bug in Battlefield, now imagine the amount of bugs that's going to be in the game the size of Elite.
As
No
long as the
matter how good the programmers are.
Yeah, but as long as the code isn't self-documenting, everything's fine. At least,
really
I mean, quote-unquote self-documenting.
There is no such thing as self-documenting code.
Exactly.
Java.
No.
Just kidding.
Java is horrible. But the
I know
JavaScript
it is.
Self-documenting code does not exist. It is an oxymoron.
But what
I was joking anyway.
But what if the documents are self-coding? Then you basically have created another programming language anyway.
This is true. Yeah, it is absolutely impossible, completely and utterly impossible to write totally bug-free code. Even if your code works, the underlying architecture is still imperfect. Simply because it's been designed by humans.
Yeah, like it'll work under the contexts that you designed it for, but if you put in new criteria, it may not.
Exactly.
If you create an architecture solely intended to literally print the string "Hello World," you should be able to do that without bugs.
No, bugs will happen somewhere somehow. Even if your program that prints out
Gathering
Hello
information.
World works perfectly.
Cartography has now been updated.
What that program runs on is too complex.
Yeah, but I mean,
to be bug free.
you should be able to build a CPU that only has a print instruction to write to a VGA buffer. If you do
Yes,
something,
but a VGA buffer is extremely complicated.
yeah, just do something simpler than one of those crystal display things. Something like that. It's possible, but stupid.
No, it is literally impossible.
Everything will have imperfections.
Yes, exactly. There is no way, absolutely no way that you can create a program that is completely bug free.
Well, the programming itself could be, but like you said, the stuff underneath it may not.
Scanning for information.
I did a lot of work on exactly this during my degree.
I don't have a degree.
Incredibly boring.
Yeah, I know, right? But they expect every programmer to know this.
Okay, except in India. Look up the website Mr. Durgasoft's Core Java. It's amazing.
I might not trust that.
Do it. It's quite special.
In this case, it's not about trusting it.
No, just look at the website. It's a special website.
Does the website have sound?
I don't think so. But there are YouTube videos of it. Because it's an Indian guy that teaches Java. That's like two of the worst combinations of the world of programming. Indian hired programmers and Java. I mean, I have nothing against Indians, but
No, but
hiring...
I did Java, I liked Java, and then I forgot Java because I never programmed again.
Scanning for information.
About those, the first part of the statement, though.
Yeah.
The fact that almost every half-decent discovery about algorithms was an Indian discovery in the last, 2 or 3 decades.
What about the Pythagorean? Oh, wait, never mind.
What about the wall?
Different thing.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not an algorithm.
Yeah, forget it. It's the theorem.
But what if it's an algo theorem?
Algorithmic theorem.
An algorithm. Rolls right off the tongue, doesn't it?
Be careful, mate. Don't blow up your face.
I'm trying to use big words.
Well, it's a big word. It just doesn't mean anything.
Completing system.
It's a big word, more than 3 letters.
Gathering information.
Yes.
I'm pretty sure there is
has now
actually
been
a big
updated.
word that literally means nothing.
Could you repeat that again?
I'm pretty certain that there is actually a big word that literally means nothing.
No, there's a
Yeah,
phobia.
that's nihilism.
There's a phobia.
Full impulse.
For long words.
System
and
jump.
The name of the phobia is actually like a whole sentence long.
Yeah, that's also
That's
the case
actually
with, like,
funny.
Yeah.
Now that's not the actual name of the phobia. It's a joke name. You're talking about
Vectors.
Hippopotomymophobia, right? Which literally means words the size of the hippopotamus phobia.
Kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
Exiting now.
But it's also like the case of dyslexia. This dyslexic people.
Scanning.
The word is something that I would probably make spelling errors on, since the spelling of it is horrible. It's a horrible word.
Yeah. Dyslexia is not exactly a good word for English-speaking people, that's for sure. The fact that it's not an English word doesn't help.
Sometimes it's hard enough to say it.
Yes, like I just demonstrated quite well.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little dyslexic myself, but I typically don't have problems spelling dyslexia, but some other
Is that
simplistic
because you
things
had to do it so many times?
possible. But well, there's also the fact that for me at least, if it's just like the word a or the word I have a big tendency to hit the wrong one. Like I'll type A for the word I, or I'll type I for the word A, and it makes it to where I always have to reread what I just typed to make sure I didn't do it.
Fair enough.
I don't even know why I mixed those two up. Like, they're not at all the same. They're both vowels. It's like the only thing they have in
They're
common.
not next to each other on your keyboard.
No, they're not. It
Like,
makes
I
me how I get that mixed up.
Compiling data for
sometimes mix up
cartography.
the V and the B and the C. Or the I and the O on my keyboard. Those are the only ones I every now and then mix up.
The only time I really make spelling mistakes on keyboard is when I try to type too quickly. And it just becomes one big jumbled mess that doesn't make any sense.
When I'm typing blindly, I can type very fast because I'm not thinking about it. And
Yeah, same for me.
when I think for a second, ooh, I'm going fast, and try to look at my keyboard, then it goes wrong.
Same here.
Then I'm starting to think about it, and I can't keep up with thinking.
By the way, I actually have dyslexia's mirror problem, which is I have another condition called hyperlexia.
And what exactly does that
Is
mean?
that reading too much into anything?
Actually, not quite. Hyperlexia
Completing system
is
scan. Stand by. Gathering
hyperlexia
information.
is generally
Cartography
defined
has now been
as
updated.
people who can actually read at the ages of like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
But the downside is these people generally have difficulty learning how to talk.
Sounds like great fun.
And also social situations are like a foreign concept to me.
Hyperlexia is a syndrome that is characterized by a child's precocious ability to read far above what would be expected at their age, significant difficulty in understanding and using verbal language or profound nonverbal disability, and significant problems during social interactions.
Thank you, Siri. Wait.
You are welcome.
Hey, another
Scanning
question.
now.
Siri, are you connected to the NSA? You're supposed to play this shutdown sound, but...
I was trying to think
what-
of something witty to reply with, but I couldn't think quickly enough.
Yeah, but that was like...
Just say no comment.
That was
I do
the
not
thing that-
understand your question. Please paraphrase.
Oh. Yeah, but that was like the thing that the Amazon Echo does. It just shuts down when you ask it if it's connected with the NSA.
Yeah.
Which is pretty funny in my
There's
opinion.
2 people at the place I just jumped to away from Waypoint 9.
Yeah, I have the
Granted, it probably is the closest neutron, though.
I have the Amazon Echo, and normally if you ask her a question she doesn't know, she tells you she doesn't know. But so it is kind of unusual that she just shuts down.
Compiling
Yes,
data
it's
for
kind of
cartography.
like
But can you ask her then and test it?
Sure, hang on. Alexa, level 9. All right, hang on. I'm going to leave the mic open.
Okay.
Alexa, are you part of the NSA?
No, I work for Amazon.
Oh. Somebody might have changed that.
Wonder Woo, NSA.
Cover-ups.
I have 2 cover-ups on my bed. They keep me warm at night.
There's no third person here. Other than me.
Yeah. That's like one more than one less.
We're all anacondas. I find that
But-
amusing.
Do they want on?
Your anaconda does?
I think we're all anacondas because only the anacondas can make this in one jump.
My anaconda
Gathering
don't.
information. Cartography updated.
Are you sure about that?
By the way, I made it to that particular. I made it to that particular star in one jump. So,
Well, I mean,
What's your jump range then?
let me double check.
180.
Probably not.
Apparently, my jump range is 216.58.
Is that correct?
mine's,
I don't know. I failed math.
Mine's 193.55.
Nice. I wish mine was so high, but I only get to like 29 and then I never hit it because game mechanics.
202.10 is my jump range based on my current fuel tank and the fact that I have a fuel boost on it, a neutron star boost. There
Nice.
we go.
Yeah, I never neutron star boost because I don't really want to destroy my ship, and I'm not exactly a very good pilot and I don't want to risk it.
Risk it for the biscuit, though.
Nah.
Biscuits are unhealthy. Try a piece of fruit instead.
Yes, I only
But my
eat healthy
biscuits are fruit
things.
biscuits.
Shut up, Siri.
I guess he's being serious.
I am indeed being serious. Lol.
Yes, I'm so funny.
I'm bloody hilarious, yes.
Sirius. Are you Sirius Black?
No, I am
Serious
Sirius B.
Oh.
I think he's serious Caucasian.
Hello, guys.
6 shooter, that was such a horrible joke, I'm not even going to react apart from this reaction. And greetings, Commander.
Hello, whoever just came in.
07, Commander.
But what is
Scanning for
exactly
information.
07? And then we forgot another 0. And we're actually all typing James Bond's codename thing without knowing.
Oh,
It's
gotta be
probably
careful then
the
with
NSA
Siri.
again.
She will connect us to this NSA. Yep, there we go.
No, wasn't
Very
it Europe
nice.
or something?
What?
6 jumps to Rohini. Hooray!
5 jumps
Two.
to Pru AESCS HW-S B31-2.
The thing.
Rolls off the tongue, doesn't it?
I'm
Sure.
Yes,
alright.
it's a beautiful name.
Which is short for a random star.
It's not
By the
even
way-
short, but yeah.
By the way,
Short
my,
for something else they could call it.
my text-to-speech pronounces it as Pru Ascus. I honestly don't know how it gets that pronunciation.
Because it's on English and not on Latin.
That might actually be true.
But it puts a U just randomly in there, like kuss.
Yes. It's all because
Gathering
of
information.
you.
Cartography updated.
Please don't react.
It's all about the credit.
Yeah.
Ha.
It's all about the dum dum.
Ha.
Rudeman, I think you're in front of me.
What?
That's rude.
You were just in this system where I jumped into, and I see your highway.
Oh, cool.
And only one of you will get the discovery.
No one will, because this one was probably already someone else's.
Oh. I did see
By the
somebody's
way,
name
I just
on a
looked at
star
my
already.
galaxy map. I just looked at my galaxy map, and my galaxy map's like, oh wait, I can actually get to where you're going in one jump, not 5. I'm like, oh, okay then.
I've had that happen.
Nice.
I had to manually. Well, it happened when I had like 2 jumps left, and I had to manually plot my next jump for it to correct. And I was like, fucking hell, I'm not going 300 light years in one jump.
Are you sure about that? Because that seems like something you should do.
I mean, I tried it just to make sure if it would work or not, instead I didn't have enough fuel. I was like, fuck.
Rude, you
Scanning
just jumped
now.
out of my system again. I saw you like for a millisecond, and then you disappeared and went into a highway.
Well,
I'm chasing. Basically.
that's interesting.
Yeah, we're taking exactly the same systems. What's your jump range?
About 29.
Oh, mine is 33, so I'm probably gonna be ahead of you in like 1 or 2 jumps.
Oh yeah, same. Like mine says 375. That's clearly wrong.
Just try it anyway, and if it works, lucky. If it doesn't, also to be expected.
I've got 37 jumps left.
Nice.
Hey, you're in front of me. We're in the same system, Rude.
That's strange.
I've got about 30 jumps remaining.
That's just crazy. Don't jump.
Okay, I'm in Super Cruise. I've got 37 jumps left.
I've got
42
37
left.
to where?
I've got 39 jumps left.
I got 42 left. Very nice.
Oh, I know why.
Rude.
I know why I've got less than you, because I've got mine set for neutron stars, and I flew this route last night. There are at least 3 neutron stars.
I actually hit 5.
Well, with your jump range, I would actually do neutron jumps. For me, it's okay without, as you see, because we have the same amount of jumps. You're probably gonna jump, so am I.
Yep, I'm off.
Charging.
Charge!
You're just a bit
Prime
too
shift
far away to see
cancelled.
you jumping.
Exceeded limit of 5.0 tons.
You only got 5 tons. Oh, what class do you have?
A class 5.
Oh, never mind. I was like, I can use up to 8. but I
Completing
don't
system
like-
scan. Stand by. Gathering information. Cartography has now been updated.
Rude, we're in the same system again. Look at this. Look at me.
I can't believe that.
Unbelievable.
We are in a wing together, but it shouldn't do that. Like,
Actually, when you're in a wing
continuously,
together, the longer FSD will actually limit itself to the shorter FSD.
Nice.
Oh, so we are actually making the same journey right now.
Yes.
Well,
all right.
that's the bad thing is I've got the lesser jump range, so you're getting nerfed.
I'm getting nerfed. Eh,
Where are the Nerf guns?
I hope
probably
so.
gonna-
Where are the Nerf
I am
guns?
gonna unwing you now because I don't want to end up at a neutron star like you are.
Okay, no problem.
Because I don't like those things. I find them rather scary.
You're not the only
Neutron
one
stars
there.
are easier than white dwarfs.
They are,
White
but
dwarfs are
still I
proper
would
scary.
like to. Yeah.
I find white dwarves easier, but if you mess up, they have scarier consequences.
Yeah,
I have never met a white dwarf.
The neutrons, depending on how fast the jet is rotating, can make your ship handle a lot differently in the jet. The white dwarfs don't really have a rotation in the jet, so it doesn't affect it that much.
Now, the issue with the white dwarfs is because the jet is so much smaller and it goes so much closer to
Compiling
the
data for cartography.
exclusion zone. You've got to really, really be careful when you head in. Otherwise, you're going to cook your ship or fly into the white dwarf. Or both. I mean, the two are not mutually exclusive.
Both, yay!
Wouldn't recommend either.
Yeah, but it'll be great fun.
At least you're cleaning Thargoid spit off your ship.
True enough.
And then immediately die anyway.
I mean, you clean the ship off for ship. It may not be what you want, but there will not be any more ship on your ship. Because it's going to be destroyed.
I hear that's a good way to remove the paint.
Yes, it is. That's also what I always do, like in the weekend when I'm painting something, and it doesn't turn out as I want. I always dump it in a star.
But this is the person who failed maths, so who knows?
Scanning.
Well, I do. I just told you. I think I just
mean,
found
if
a
it
water
works or
rule.
not.
If what or not?
If it works or not.
Oh yes, it works. I've tried it many times.
Work it, baby.
Oh yes. I probably got to go in not too long.
I'm going to work in about an hour, so about the time when I hit.
Then I can play games.
Yeah, about when I hit waypoint 9 or waypoint 10, I'm gonna be getting off. Should be there in about half an hour at most.
Nice.
I got 23 jumps left.
You gotta jump. There's an actual song that actually says you gotta jump.
Please don't. I'm not even listening to
Scanning for
music
information.
right now, and it's already better than that song.
I know.
I mean, any quiet is better than any bad song. Because you're not listening to bad song.
That's true, I guess. And again, it
like-
depends on what kind of quiet it is.
It's like when I'm listening to the radio and all of the stations on my presets go to commercial at the same time, I just turn my radio off and wait.
But commercials are the best part about radio, aren't they?
I never listen to radio anymore, I just listen to my own music.
Well,
I listen to Spotify. My favorite part about Spotify are the advertisements.
Yeah, my job is basically I'm in a car all the time delivering pieces. So, but my new MP3 that has a play button that actually works now.
That's pretty useful.
Fucks up when I plug it.
Gathering
into the
information,
auxiliary port.
cartography updated.
So I can't play my music through my radio anymore.
You
But
should
yeah,
test
my
that.
old MP3 I had it for like a month or two, and the play pause button fucked up where a lot of time when I press the button it goes into settings.
That's not supposed to do that.
Why don't you just hook your phone up to, like...
Well, because I don't put music onto my phone because music takes up a lot of storage.
Well, phones nowadays got like 64 gigabytes or 120.
Nah, I only
gigabytes.
my card doesn't, or my SD card doesn't hold that much. My internal doesn't hold that much of my card. I have a Samsung Galaxy, Samsung Grand Prime. It's not.
Never
one
heard of a
it's not
Samsung
new one.
Grand Prime before.
It's not a new phone, but it's not that
Scanning.
old.
It's a what? Samsung?
Tell you?
Alright.
And I'm guessing you can't plug in a USB key into your radio, right?
No, I have a radio that came with the car. It doesn't have a USB port on it. It does have the auxiliary jack, but not the USB.
You could technically probably plug a USB stick into your phone and then your phone into the radio, but that's just overcomplicating things.
I don't know how that works though.
Or, genius idea, burn MP3s onto a disc and then use the MP3 disc as your storage device and then put that in the car's CD player.
Yeah, but then there's the thing, whenever I hear a new song I want to add to my playlist, I have to reburn the disc.
Scanning.
Well, you do realize that most discs these days can do what's known as an incomplete... Yeah. Which basically it means that you can just keep burning onto the disc until you have the full 750 megabytes.
Well, yeah, but it's what I mean is I have to burn it again. Like, I have to go back and burn that song to the disc.
Yeah,
I don't even know how to burn it in the first place.
Wait.
Is buying a new radio an option for you?
Well, I mean, I have the stock radio that came with the car. It's a massive radio.
Okay.
But it doesn't take USB, so that's
I really don't need USB. I didn't even use it on my old car that had one. My old car had an aftermarket radio in it when I got it. It had a USB port on it, but I only used it to charge my phone.
Still pretty useful though.
Because I have a phone holder on my
Scanning
dash,
now.
and if I plug my phone charger into that, it reaches better than it does from the 6-volt or 12-volt, whatever. I forget which one it has.
Yeah, the car port is not very good for digital charge.
No, there's not a lot of...
I use it as a last resort if my phone's dying, because I use my phone for navigation.
Oh, yeah.
If I forget to charge,
if I
forget to charge my phone before I go into work, I have to plug it into my car.
Nice.
I've been pretty good about that recently, but I keep a charger in my phone. I keep a charger in my car anyway.
Yeah, that's pretty useful.
Yeah, I'm charging my phone right now because I'm about to go to work.
A couple of years back, I bought an aftermarket radio just for the USB, for the Bluetooth. Sorry, so you can hook up your phone, have a hands-free there. It's a treat.
The aftermarket radio that was on my old car had
Compiling data
Bluetooth,
for cartography.
capabilities, I believe, but I never could figure out how to do it.
Well, with Bluetooth, of course.
I don't like Bluetooth because it's.
Yeah, I didn't care too much about it to look into it, so I just didn't do it.
Well, you actually have to have Bluetooth 2.0 in one-way mode to have good sound. In one-way mode, you can have full uncompressed sound, basically. And
when there's
in stereo.
when there's more than one hiccup in an entire album, it's not a good technology.
Well, it doesn't tick up at all when it's like that, though.
Oh my! I found a beautiful planet. Damn!
I found an unregistered comms beacon.
Cool.
Looks like somebody didn't complete registration on their comms beacon.
Gathering information.
Somehow the game
cartography
thinks
updated.
I'm in danger. Why does it think I'm in danger? I'm not in danger. There is no
You
one
are in
nearby.
danger. This is elite
Just so close to the sun.
This is elite
No.
dangerous.
I'm in the middle of nowhere, not near a star or planet or whatever.
Random
I
game
had to wait randomly 9 seconds to quit the game because apparently I was in danger.
You
That's
didn't hear about
because
the.
jumping out counts as being in danger.
No, I was already jumped out and everything. I had already refueled my my ship.
There's
Also-
probably a ninja Targoid in the vicinity somewhere.
Yeah, one
don't
of the those new cloaked ones.
Yeah,
Those
well,
be the
according
ones.
to... Okay, nice one, Steam. Steam said that there was an update for Elite Dangerous. It immediately downloaded every 0 bytes. Amazing.
Guess that update was full of hot air.
Yeah, probably.
Well, here goes. I hit my first neutron star. Let's see if I make it alive.
I'm on my way to waypoint 10. Hooray!
Right, well, I'm going to go sleep and stuff like that, so you guys have fun trying to
Sleep
get
and stuff like that. I'm not sure I want to know the stuff like that.
Right.
I think
Yeah,
you
well,
secretly
anyway.
already know the stuff like that.
Yes. You know, have fun with everything what you're doing. I got to go.
What do you think stuff like that is?
Watching YouTube. Or rather, I would if my internet actually worked.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah, I mean, it
Hey?
feels like there's a block of lead in my floor. So my Wi-Fi basically doesn't work. It's very nice. Anyway, you guys have fun.
Thanks, see ya.
Take care, mate.
Oy, oy, oy. I just uploaded 2 screenshots of a very nice Type 4 gas giant. It looks amazing.
Hey, screenshot bars.
It's like crimson red.
What's the
Engage Super Cruise.
What's the landing point for
Charging
waypoint
Super
10?
Cruise drive.
It's Planet 1 at negative 7.3 degrees by negative 35.92 degrees.
Planet 1's not landable.
Oh, not Planet CD1 rather.
Yeah, I think it's the barycenter of CD, the first planet.
Yeah, it's CD1.
Which means that it's actually between the two suns.
Yeah, it's the barycenter.
Yeah, it's between stars C and D. So. Yeah, just look for one that has an orbit line that goes to between stars C and D. And
Why
Stanford.
do you call it a bare sunner? Because it's very obvious what it's actually orbiting.
Are you there?
Yeah.
I've got my Anaconda setting at the waypoint. If you need a wing invite.
Oh, nice. Huntress V. There's no spaces.
DoveEnigma is currently has just arrived at Rohini.
Oh, nice. Good to
Oh,
hear he's
shoot.
keeping up.
I
I'm
believe he arrived last
six
night.
stars ahead now.
He's planning to stay there for a couple of days and let people catch up. So probably maybe the times or the dates are going to be adjusted then.
Well, they should, but I mean, we did go on without Dove for a little bit.
Yeah.
So far, seeing what we're doing is his presence isn't exactly affecting the schedule. So far, however it should.
Yeah, when the event first started, he was sick for several days.
Yes, he didn't really
Yeah.
start with us, so we just like went like hella far away, and he caught up the other day.
I'm gonna ask him if the dates are going to be adjusted or not.
Just reached the conflux rally point.
What waypoint is that, the conflux?
Waypoint
10.
10.
It's
the one we're going to.
Oh, it is?
From waypoint 10.
Yeah, the Dynasty Expedition Conflux Rally Point, waypoint 10.
So we're going to be at the abandoned settlement? Is that right?
Yes.
I am already here.
Bram Odin? I've accepted.
Well, guys, I am off to bed. I'll see you guys tomorrow, probably, or something.
See you, shitter.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Have fun.
Yes, have fun in bed.
My girlfriend, Sarah, so probably.
Wing beacon is down, by the way.
TMI.
All right.
TMI
Hang
indeed.
on. I'm flying 3 ships at the moment. Just a sec.
How?
Indeed. How?
2 PC accounts.
What do you have, like
2 PC accounts and 1 PlayStation account.
Just
You're
like,
not flying
alright,
all
this
3 at the
account-
same time, right?
I'm sorry?
You're not flying all 3 at the same time, right?
Yes, I am.
It's like, alright, you go to hyperspace. Now you go to hyperspace.
I would have to do my nut in.
I can do that. I have 2 PCs and I have a PC and a laptop in front of me. My laptop most likely can run Elite. It ran Arma just fine.
All right, beacon should be on.
However, my accounts are through Steam, so it being they're both linked to the same Steam account, it probably wouldn't work very well like that. It might have to get the actual through Frontier version.
Yeah, I bought the Frontier version when it first came out, and then I later got a Steam.
Yeah, I have the Steam key. It's I have it downloaded on my PC and my laptop. So if I happen to take my laptop somewhere to game, I can get onto the same account as that I use on my PC, which I find very convenient. So if I'm away from the house for an extended period of time with my laptop, which I've yet to do yet, I can just pick up where I left off, assuming I have Wi-Fi.
Well, the biggest problem I have is having 3 HOTUSes in front of me because they take up a lot of room, and I keep grabbing the wrong stick.
Scanning for information.
That sounds so wrong.
Still better than the wrong end of the stick.
That's true.
Oh, if I grab the wrong stick.
Well, it's actually not too bad because, like I say, my condo's already landed, so I'm not really flying it.
There's somebody here. I found an asp.
Steal it.
I got an Imperial cutter sitting in front of me.
Oh, it's Rudeman.
Oh, you found me?
Yes. You engage your hyperdrive. I'm passing you right now.
I just came out of a neutron.
We are being hailed.
I didn't. Or I may have, actually. I don't know. I don't think about it. Yeah, you just jumped. Actually, I can check my map.
I think that's rather funny because I've been
Scanning
flying
now.
and flying and flying and never see anybody in the same system as I'm in. And on this trip, everybody's finding.
I remember, I forgot, I think it was me and Pandachu. We were in a wing, and like I was navlocked onto him, and he just started going too fast for my navlock to keep up. So I was like, all right, we're splitting up, and I have a higher jump range than he does. So I was like, all right, I'll get there first. And about 2 or 3 jumps later, we met at the same system again. And like I wasn't even following him. I just started gunning it. Like we popped into the same system. I'm like, oh, hello again. It's kind of funny when you just like randomly encounter somebody.
Well, especially way out here.
Halfway to waypoint 10.
Completing system scan. Stand by. Gathering information.
30 jumps to
Cartography
waypoint
has
10
now
for
been
me.
updated.
Yeah, we're about 2/3 of the way to waypoint 10. I got about 10 more jumps.
23 here.
24 here.
Get good! Flies away. Anaconda for the win.
Whoa, that's a big crater.
What's the distance from dropout on that planet?
Uh, 31 kilometers.
31 kilometers from dropout?
No, that's. I thought you meant 31 kilometer. The distance that you're at when you drop out.
Yeah, I mean, from the main star, like how far is it to the planet? Because I think
Quite a distance.
yeah, it's CD, so it's out of the main binary, if there's even a binary.
Yeah, there's 2 binary stars.
Yeah.
2 sets of binaries, I should say.
Yeah, but I say when there's 4 or more, it's usually 2 sets.
Scanning
I
for
once had a
information.
system of 6 stars, and it was like every other star was orbiting the set of all the stars, but this
Yeah.
was before it.
Yeah, I've seen a system like that. It's kind of weird how the orbit goes.
Is that an anaconda?
I heard that and was immediately thinking it was me, but then I was like, wait, no, we're nowhere near each other.
Nope, it's not an anaconda. It looked like one from a distance though.
It's a rock.
It's a city.
No. Oh, yeah, that's the abandoned settlement most likely that you just pulled up on. Yeah, 'cause that's our meetup.
Yeah, it looks a little bit different before you get too close to it.
Yeah, it just looks like a little black outline.
Right. When I first
remember
came
yeah,
down,
remember
I
seeing
thought
the
it was a
same.
wrecked ship.
Yeah, I remember seeing what it looked like from when I went to Davso for the first time. Yeah, it's basically a settlement too.
Hey, Asticon, that shirt of yours you have on Reddit, did you buy it through the Steam, through the FDev store?
Neither. My friend bought it for me for Christmas.
Ah, I thought it was something else because I didn't see it. I don't remember seeing it in the store. It looks nice though.
It is really cool. I think he may have got it custom made for me.
Most likely would have had to.
More stoked than a furnace when I received that.
I was thinking about maybe getting something from the store, but the shipping
Completing
charges
system
are just
scan.
ridiculous.
Stand by. Gathering information. Cartography has now been updated.
Hey, I found 2 more people at this neutron.
Whoa, how quickly did they abandon this place? It still has generators and equipment here.
I found one of the anacondas that I found at the first neutron, and then an anaconda called Banana Boat.
Is it yellow, Banana Boat?
I don't know. We're in a super cruise. I can't see it. He just went into the jet cone. I'd laugh my ass off if it's yellow, but yeah, I can't see a ship. Yeah, he's jumping now. They may be in a... Yeah, they're in a wing. They just jumped out the ship.
Scanning. Ready to engage. 4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, I got the first ammonia world on this trip. Undiscovered, of course.
Nice.
Gathering information, cartography updated.
Dragon Leaf. Is Dragon Leaf first in this channel?
Don't think so.
I'm trying to scan a data point, but Dragon Leaf is too close to it, and I can't scan it because he's too close to it.
Yeah, I've seen it. He's in the chat, but he doesn't have his mic on.
Just switch to solo.
Oh, thanks, Dragon Leaf.
Yeah, he can hear you most likely. Yeah, his mic is off, so he can't respond.
How much do we get from that?
From what? The
scanning it. Yeah. Is it 8 million? I think it's like 8 million.
We got 3 more jumps.
Gathering information, cartography updated.
21.
21.
Authorization failure. Adjusting role profile. New profile determined. Admin rights granted. Downloading encryption codes.
If only it was that easy.
Self-destruct starting in 1.
Yeah. Like, new user detected. Admin rights granted. Like, thank you. Hacks.
Compiling data for cartography.
jumping into the waypoint system.
I'm underneath an invisible building.
Sounds like a personal problem.
It's actually how I got my Orca damaged real bad on the trip to Beagle Point. 'Cause
Compiling
there's an
data for
abandoned
cartography.
settlement at Hawkins Gap, and I hit the bugged out crap with my ship, and it hit a mountain.
So what do I do with unusual encrypted files?
It's used for something, right? Pretty sure it is.
Let me check.
I don't know. There are junk data and materials. I don't know if that's one of them.
Yeah, they're usable. You can use them for at least FSD interdictors. Probably other stuff.
And tagged
long
encryption
range?
codes?
FSD interdictor, long range, and expanded capture arc.
And
Scanning
tagged
now.
encryption codes?
And what?
Tagged encryption codes?
Take encryption codes.
Tagged. T-A-G-G-E-D.
Right. Yeah, those are used also for FSD interdictors.
Nice.
So completely
Yep.
useless to me. Nice.
Right.
Great for bounty hunting, but
Yeah, bounty hunting players.
bounty hunting, bounce. NPCs, that's the word I was looking for.
I mean, for NPCs, you can just go into a Haz-Res. It's a whole lot easier way to interdict them.
This is true, but what if you see an NPC on the way to the Haz-Res who could do with a little stern word?
I mean, depending on how close you are to the Haz-Res from the station you dock at, that may not even be a possibility.
Scanning now.
I usually dock at the closest station to a Haz-Res so to minimize travel time. And it's usually parked right outside. Or at least where I've been hunting. Yep. Last place I was bounty hunting at was Jupiter. And I was docked at stationed in orbit around one of its moons, so the travel time wasn't that long to see anybody else, so I never had an opportunity.
Scanning for information.
Is the unregistered comms beacon acting as the navigation beacon, or is that just something else?
Currently booting up some decade-old ID hard drives I've had for years and getting some data off.
Completing system scan. Stand by.
And a
Gathering
few of my old
information.
websites.
Cartography has now been updated.
I did that.
Like GeoCities?
Yeah, I did that recently, and I was surprised what I had on there.
What was the other one that was like GeoCities? I can't remember. It looked almost exactly like it. Or it's like a sister site to it.
Fuel scooping complete.
What happened to GeoCities in the end? Did someone buy them? Or did
No,
they go
it just got what do you call it? Closed by Yahoo that bought them in, I think it was about 2010.
Scanning for information.
Yeah, such fun memories.
Fuel scooping complete.
Love the ability to interact with the environment, Neely.
Yep.
I just hit the unregistered comms beacon and I lost my shield and it didn't budge. Like my anaconda is like 5 times as large as this beacon. I would have
My orca, went down to 32% after hitting crap and then hitting the mountain.
I hit the comms beacon. Thank God it dropped my shields and did not touch my hull.
It must be incredibly dense.
Gathering information.
And it gave me
Cartography
just enough
updated.
hit points to like wipe my shields.
Not gonna lie, these discs are not quick.
How large is it?
It's an 80 gig disc, this one, but it's no, it's about 15 years old.
I think I still have a couple of mine lying around somewhere.
I have maybe 12 of the blasted things from old PCs and stuff. I finally got my mix on a IDE to USB thing, so I can grab some data off these things.
Yeah, I have an old drive. I needed to do that too, and I know I have that IDE
Scanning for
bridge
information.
somewhere. I'm like, where is it? I couldn't find it. I searched for like an hour, and I was like, I give up.
I still have my original 800 meg drive around.
Christ. I do not have my original 500 meg drive. I know that for a fact. That is long gone.
Yeah, when I got it, it was like, wow, 800 megabytes. Let's download internet. I have space that lasts me forever.
What was that line that Bill Gates said that about RAM? Something megabytes, enough megabytes of RAM?
No, not even megabytes. 640k should be enough for anyone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
And then they invented Windows.
I think he was grumbling about Lotus 123 at the time.
I think you're probably right, although there were many applications which needed all sorts of funny
Scanning.
drivers to use a little bit of extra memory between 640 and 1 meg. Insane.
Can I get a wing into the waypoint?
Oh god, this is a Windows XP drive. Not that there's... Oh my word, I've just found Emule in the program files. E-Donkey 2000 Lite.
Scanning now.
What else do we have here?
You pirate, you.
ISO Buster. Kazaa Lite K plus. This
Oh
isn't
my god.
the Kazaa. Yeah.
This is like a time capsule.
Yeah, it is. This is the disc from my from like 4 jobs ago. The guy was chucking out his computer, and I was all like, "Yeah, could I have it?" And he was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Fucking win!" And I didn't really do anything with it. I'm actually using the box as a footrest underneath my desk right now. But this is the disc from it. Christ.
Anybody at waypoint 10 give me a wing invite?
Oh, it's even got WinRAR. Yes.
Is it registered?
Probably not. Well, given the fact he's got Kazaa and E-Donkey and everything else on here, I am going to assume not.
Completing system scan. Stand by. Gathering information.
Maybe there's some
Cartography
viruses preserved
has
on
now
it
been
that
updated.
current virus scanners won't pick up anymore.
Yeah, maybe. I'm copying these old Fireworks and Flash MX installations across, though. Damn straight.
You think you'll be able to do something with them?
Yep.
Oh, good then.
I still find Dreamweaver is the best WYSIWYG table editor I've yet encountered. I don't use it terribly often, but if I need to edit tables in HTML, it's leagues ahead of everything else. I sure as hell am not coding tables manually. That is just faff.
I'm trying to think of some old applications that I used to use way back in that time. Yeah, except for eDonkey and stuff. Which, I think I was installed on every system, everywhere. Oh, I used to use AC/DC for images.
Acduc.
Oh, that is a big crater.
Compiling data for cartography.
Just love it when somebody pops into Super Cruise right next to you and it looks like a blinding sun.
$52 bodies in this system. A single terraformable HMC. The rest are all rocky bodies and ice moons orbiting gas giants way, way out.
So gravel.
I'm going to scan that terraformable. It's still worth something.
I've been dropping into orbital glide for 2 minutes.
Nice.
Yeah, that's an issue.
I've discovered actually this isn't Windows XP. This disk is from a Windows 2000 machine.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Hey, I'm finally in orbital glide. Just left me hanging there.
Oh, good lord, it's got Drupal 6.19 in the downloads folder. Good lord. Oh hey, there's Firefox 3.6. I'm gonna copy that.
I actually have Firefox on my laptop, the new one, Quantum whatever.
Yeah, I use Firefox as my main browser.
Hey, I'm there.
Fuel scooping complete.
I felt bad because I skipped a water world because there's like 120,000 light seconds on the last system, and this system I've got binary water worlds.
Nice. I do not skip Terraform or water worlds, or any water worlds actually, regardless of the distance.
It's an iffy thing with me. If it's like 250,000 light seconds, forget it. I don't need the money. I have a lot of money, so it doesn't make a difference to me.
Well, I just found one that's 400,000 light seconds away.
Yeah, I wouldn't do that.
Did my game
I had a binary pair not too long ago that were about 490,000 out.
Oh. Well, that's binary pair. This is a single solitary one. I'm tempted. Actually, there are two of them, one right next to the other. That's correct. I'm gonna go.
Well, that's fucked up. I come in for a landing at the waypoint, and I'm just like hovering off the ground, and I see a golden Corvette and a black ass just kind of like in each other. So I'm like, oh, okay, I'll go take a screenshot, and I get it perfectly lined up, and my game crashes.
That sucks.
Yeah, I didn't even get the screenshot.
Oh no.
I mean, my picture's still up, so I mean, I can just snip it from the screen at this point. I just got the crash report.
I think I have instant replay on for NVIDIA, whatever it's called, experience.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I could probably do something like that, but I don't. I'm not familiar with how it all works. I never used it.
All right, I'm arrived.
I do like how the Corvette looks in gold, though.
4 jumps out.
Hello, everybody.
Howdy.
Greetings.
Hey. Watching the recorded version of the live stream. I missed it.
Man, the comments
I'll
are
watch
what
it
you
later.
missed. The comments were hilarious on that thing as it was live.
I can't read the chat on those. There's way too many people in the chat.
Holy crap, I've got a completely empty 160 gig SATA disk here. There's nothing on it.
Profit.
Indeed, I might get an enclosure and throw that one in. Just use it as a dumping ground for music or movies or some shit.
Finally got Elite to turn off. Well, it's about time for me to go. That exit took way too long for me to have time to get back in, so...
I think my favourite types of planet are metallic bodies, because they're always really, really, really close to the star.
The binary water worlds I had were both terraformable.
Ooh, nice.
So yeah, that's pretty close to 1 million.
It's probably more than 1 million. Terraformable water worlds tend to be worth a
Yeah,
lot of
500k
money.
or something, I think. Like,
Sorry?
Over 600 if you get the right size or whatever. But
Oh,
I
yeah.
think it's roughly like 500.
Well, I'm off. Bye.
Bye.
Good.
Take care.
And next system has 2 water worlds in it. Nope, 3 actually.
Okay, now I've got a Seagate Barracuda IDE. Let's see what's on this one. I think this one might be my old desktop PC at the top. Laptop? Or hard disk?
How old is it?
I don't know yet. I'm gonna check the files for timestamps, but I'm reckoning the disk is probably about 14-ish years old. Yeah, the latest timestamp I've got here is 2012. And the disk itself is going to be much older than that. Especially with a bloody IDE interface.
Hope I don't crash.
Orbital flight engaged.
Oh my god, a ship's coming in and it's about ready to blind me out in Super Cruise.
Oh my goodness. I've just found my old World of Warcraft installation.
Keep it. Any screenshots?
Probably.
Do you remember which server you played on?
Say again, sorry.
Do you remember which server you played on?
Yes, Earthen Ring and Steamweedle Cartel.
I don't have any characters there.
This was back during Wrath of the Lich King, it should be noted.
Not the best one.
Wrath was epic. Cataclysm was epically bad.
Oh yeah.
And I am down.
Is anybody at waypoint 10? If you are and have a wing slot, invite me.
I got you, Red.
Top.
It is Red 5?
It is Red 5.
Oh my goodness. It's even got MSN on it.
What about ICQ?
Don't think it has ICQ. No.
Cheers, Rudeman.
You're welcome. Alright, I enabled my beacon.
Cool, I can see it.
Oh, good lord. Some of these files on this old hard drive I have on my new laptop. I did not realize they were this old.